I've started and scaled 3 different Shopify print-on-demand stores, generating over $6.5 million in sales over the last 4 years. And over that time, I've come in contact with some pretty crazy customers. That's why in this video, I'm going to go over the 4 key aspects that I have implemented in my print-on-demand stores to best handle customer service. So that whether you're trying to sell your 100th shirt or make your first shirt order, you can avoid having some of these crazy interactions with these customers, also known as Karens. By implementing these key aspects, you will surely be saving both time and money. But before we get into that first key aspect, you're gonna wanna stick around until the end because I'm going to show you actual customer service interactions that I've had, proving that great customer service can save your store hundreds of thousands of dollars. But enough about that, let's get into the 4 key aspects and get this ball rolling. The first key aspect with customer service is really empathy and understanding. Great customer service starts with genuinely understanding the customer's needs, concerns, and especially their emotions. Being empathetic allows you to connect with your customers on a personal level, making them feel valued and understood. This is really important when it comes to customer service because a lot of times when customers are writing in, they don't realize that they're actually talking to a human being. It's really their raw emotions that are just coming out through the keyboard and getting sent to our business inbox. And luckily, we get to read those wonderful messages that they send us, whether they're happy or unhappy. So it's important that we are making them feel heard. And that there alone is huge. A way that I like to make sure that customers feel heard is actually reading the full message and then giving them a response that actually answers either the question or the concern that they had. I'm sure we've all been there. We've all made a return to one of these big corporations and you get whacked with one of the emails that says, "You'll hear from us in 72 hours. And that just makes you even more mad. That's something that I absolutely avoid with my print-on-demand store because I'm not a huge brand. I'm trying to build a positive brand recognition for myself and my company. And by sending an email saying, "Hey, thanks for your concern, we'll get back to you within 3 days," that's definitely a message that I don't feel comfortable with. My goal with my business is answering customer service tickets within a 12-hour window because that gives me enough time to address the situation. And at the same time, the customer feels like their issue is getting handled with in a timely manner. Which brings us into key aspect number 2, which is effective communication. Clear, concise, and respectful communication is absolutely essential to customer service. This includes actively listening to the customer, providing clear information, and setting proper expectations. Good communication also involves following up to ensure that the customer's issues or questions are fully resolved. Having clear policies that are easily accessible to your customer during their shopping experience can absolutely change the type of interaction that they're having with you, handling their customer service. By setting up their expectations prior to ever checking out, that can be a way to save a lot of frustration on the end of the customer. But again, customers, we're human. We're not perfect. So I do like to set up these clear expectations on my website, but I also know that I'm going to get customers who maybe didn't read my policy or they didn't look into what my actual return policies are. This is an example of how my actual site looks. And under every product, I make sure that I have shipping and return questions where I show all the information that the customer needs. And as you can see under my returns here, I say our goal at Seasonal Collections is that you love your order. Our seasonally inspired gear is typically non-returnable. So I'm telling them up front, I don't accept returns. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to handle a situation or an issue when a customer has it. I'm absolutely going to take care of every customer no matter what problem they are having. I understand that shirts are going to come damaged. Shipping is going to be delayed. And sometimes packages get damaged along the way or get lost before they even get to the destination. So all of these things can arise. Also, providing customers with a resolution that actually answers any questions or concerns that they have is another area that will absolutely save you time and money and the headache of talking to some of your crazier customers. Now, before we get into key aspect number 3, remember you're gonna wanna stick around to the end because I'm going to show you actual emails that I've received from customers. And I'll show you a tool that I use to respond that helps make customers feel like they are being heard and that there absolutely is a solution solution to whatever issue that they are having. And by answering customer service tickets like this, it'll absolutely save you time, save you energy, and save you money. So key aspect number 3 to high quality customer service would be timeliness and efficiency. Responding to customer inquiries and resolving issues promptly is crucial. Efficient service means minimizing the customer's wait time and resolving their issues as quickly as possible without compromising the quality of the service. We kind of talked about this before. We've all been there. We've talked to other big brands and they've sent us the nice email of, we'll get back to you within 3 days or within the week or whenever we want to, because we're this big brand and we absolutely have the authority. We can do that. As a brand new print-on-demand seller and as somebody who's starting like a small business, like I'm a small business, even though I do a lot of revenue, it's important to get back to your customers as soon as possible. And you'll see why in some of the emails that I've received. By responding to customers in a timely manner, they feel like us as a brand care about them and we care about their issues. We also are addressing it and letting them know we're not leaving you hanging, we're not trying to scam you, we are absolutely here to take care of you and whatever issues you may be having. And by providing a lot of information and efficiently answering any questions or queries, then we are absolutely making sure we're taking care of every single customer. Which then leads us into key aspect number 4, which is consistency and reliability. Providing a consistently high level of service builds trust and loyalty. This means being reliable, delivering on promises, and maintaining the same quality of service across all interactions. Customers should feel confident that they'll receive excellent service every time they interact with your brand. This is something that is huge and can absolutely increase the LTV to your company. As a brand owner, I want to make sure that no matter what issue a customer is having, that we are taking care of it on our end. Because plot twist, not everybody's going to love our product. And I would rather make a customer happy and feel like I took care of them and provided excellent customer service than say, go pound sand, I don't care, and they're just gonna trash my brand on my Facebook ads, on our Facebook page, you name it. Customers, they'll find you, they'll figure out a way to leave you a bad review, or they'll say that they're going to bring this up with the Better Business Bureau. They will find ways if you really do piss them off. So in order to make customers feel better, I make sure that every customer has a high quality interaction with my brand. I will make sure that I refund their order, that I ship them a new shirt. I will make sure that I do anything and everything that I possibly can in order for a customer to have a high quality experience. Because I would rather have a customer say, yeah, I didn't love my shirt that I received, but the customer service was excellent and took care of all of my needs, so you should definitely still try them out and see if these shirts work out for you. That to me is a win in my book, because I understand not everybody is going to love the type of t-shirt that I'm selling, or they're not going to love the way that the t-shirt fits them. But something that I can change is how I made a customer feel when they interacted with my brand. It's kind of like the quote from Maya Angelou. She says, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And that right there is why we have to take our customers' feelings into account. Because yes, they may not like the shirt that I designed, and that does hurt my feelings. But at the same time, I need to make sure that I'm making every customer feel heard and feel like they were important to my brand. I don't want to just make someone feel like they were just a number and that I don't care about them. So by doing this, you end up increasing your LTV of customers, and people are more likely to recommend your brand to friends and family. Now, let's get into the good stuff where I show you how I was bullied by random people on the internet. No, not my YouTube comments. I need my brand support emails. This was definitely one of the most heated emails that I've ever received as a brand owner. And it says, you, I will blast this website all over social media. You are stealing from your customers by not letting them return. I don't care about a 30-day return policy. You are stealing, especially when I sent you a request for a return label inside of the return dates. Not a smart choice, I promise. So that was definitely a very nasty email that we received. And again, you can totally feel the emotion that that customer is portraying in their email. But luckily for me, I get to take my emotions out of it in the way that I would want to react as a normal person who's getting trashed online. I created a customer service GPT for those that are selling t-shirts in print on demand. And this basically takes all of the key aspects that we talked about in this video and plugs them in so that every customer is getting clear communication in a timely, effective manner, making them feel heard and understood, and taking their feelings into consideration. So after looking at that lovely email, plugging that into my GPT, this is what it came up with. Dear customer, thank you for reaching out, and I apologize for the frustration this situation has caused. I want to assure you that we value our customers immensely and take their concerns seriously. I understand that our return policy has led to some dissatisfaction. And while we stand by our policy, I genuinely want to make things right for you. Though we don't accept returns, I'd be happy to offer a replacement for you or assist with another resolution that may help restore your trust in our brand. Please let me know how you would like to proceed, and I'll do my best to resolve this to your satisfaction. Thank you for your understanding and patience. Best regards, your customer service team. So this way, it's addressing the customer's feelings. It's saying, hey, I understand you're frustrated with my policy. I'm here to make things right. What do you think would make things right in your mind? And if that's a full refund, I'm happy to give this customer a full refund. At the end of the day, having high quality customer service is actually going to help save those returns and issues that customers have, because they're going to know that you're a normal person and that you're trying to do some good in the world and that you're not just trying to make a quick buck and not give a crap about anything else. The next email is, hello, this is my third message to you asking and requesting a return receipt. Label to return this shirt for a full refund. It is not what I expected. It's very cheap and I don't like the vinyl lettering on it. Here is my information listed below. Please send me the return shipping label as soon as possible. After plugging this beautiful email into our GPT assistant, this is what it gave us. Dear customer, thank you for your message, and I apologize for the inconvenience you've experienced. I understand that the product did not meet your expectations, and I'm sorry to hear that. While we typically do not accept returns, I would be happy to arrange for a replacement shirt or offer a full refund depending on your preference. Your satisfaction is our priority, and we want to make this right for you. Please let me know how you would like to proceed, and I'll ensure that the request is handled as quickly as possible. Thank you for your understanding and for giving us the opportunity to resolve this issue. This is kind of putting it in like our own hands of like, thank you for giving us the opportunity to resolve this. Again, she may have reached out via Facebook. She may have reached out via Instagram. People will just comment places and then they'll be annoyed that like you didn't see the comment instead of actually getting in touch with your customer service email. So again, people are going to get frustrated along the way. So making sure that they feel heard and understood, this just helps take my emotion out of it. Instead of saying like, okay, I've looked and no, you actually haven't reached out anywhere, because guess what? I've done that sometimes and they haven't actually reached out. So this just helps to alleviate any of those kind of raw emotions. But let's get to the next email. I was unable to revise the payment method on my order before it went through. They give the order number. How do I provide another debit card number? Also, I need this to ship before Monday, July 22nd. Please do not cancel my order. Thanks. So as you can see, there's a lot of confusing elements to this email because one, we don't just like automatically put in your order. Like you have to click that you submit your order. Now, sometimes I do have to say with Shopify and Facebook Shop, it automatically pulls information in, but instead people just like get confused and they're like, oh, you're trying to take my money from me. You're a scammer. Like, no, we're 100% not trying to scam you. We are trying to take care of this situation, but you don't want it canceled. You just need to figure out a way to plug your different card in. It needs to go out before Monday, like all of these different things. So clearly tensions are high. But by plugging this into our GPT assistant, this is what it gave us. Dear customer, thank you for your message. I understand the urgency of your request and I'm here to assist you. To update your payment method, please follow these steps. If you have those steps for them to follow, that's great. If you don't have steps like that for them to follow, I would just give them different ways that we can handle this. So if you're unable to do so, I can cancel your current order and help you place a new one to the correct payment details. Additionally, I'll do everything that I can to expedite the shipping process to ensure that it arrives before July 22nd, which again, sometimes we are able able to do tweaks like this, but a lot of times we aren't. And we can just tell customers, like, if they want it in 2 days, I know for a fact they're not going to receive it in 2 days. It typically takes about 5 to 7 days from purchase to at the doorstep in the United States. So I am very clear about that to my customers. And I would let them know that, hey, you want it in 2 days. I appreciate you like wanting that, but unfortunately we're not Amazon and we don't offer a 2-day rush. It's just not something that our small company is able to handle. And doing that, typically people will like get off their back and feel a little better, or they'll say, okay, no problem, please cancel my order. So that's how I would handle this situation. Again, a lot of times customers they're reaching out and they're not giving you all of the details that you need. So sometimes it takes a little bit of back and forth, getting the order number, the email that they use. Like, you would be surprised how many times I've tried to find an order and literally can't find it. And then the person who emailed you is like, well, yeah, of course you didn't find it under my name. I put it under my best friend's name. You're like, okay, like, how was I supposed to know that? So I think the GPT handled that email perfectly. Now, the final email that we've received as a brand was this email. Well, it's been a few days later and my order has still not shipped. Can someone please tell me what's going on or give me a full refund? Poor service and deserves a bad review. Shame on you for scamming people and stealing their money. People get very heated and everybody thinks that you're trying to scam them and that you're trying to steal stuff. And in reality, you're really not. Like, it's a very hard thing to balance, sometimes being the middleman, because we are trying to interact with Printify. We're trying to interact with the customer. We're trying to like balance the whole situation and make it a happy one. So this response after plugging this email into the GPT was, "Dear customer, I'm very sorry to hear about the delay with your order, and I understand how frustrating this must be. Please rest assured that we're looking into this immediately. While it seems that there may be a delay with the shipping, I'll follow up with our shipping partner to get more information and ensure that your order is on the way. If your order doesn't arrive shortly, we will either expedite a replacement or provide a full refund, whichever you prefer. Your satisfaction is important to us, and I'm committed to resolving this for you. Please allow me some time to get an update, and I will keep you informed every step of the way. Thank you for your patience and understanding." So this is just pure gold, because this is showing we hear you, we are listening to you. Again, this would be a situation where I would need to reach out to Printify and see, like, why hasn't this shipped? Is there an issue with the order? Really, what's going on? Maybe it has shipped and the customer just didn't see the email where they got the tracking number. And if we have that tracking number, I'm going to put that tracking number in this email and say, hey, actually, your order is on the way. Here's your shipping order. Please reach out to me if you haven't received it in a few days. We will absolutely take care of this for you. So again, this GPT, me creating this, has saved so much time, so many headaches, has made me feel so much better about customer service. Back in the day, a few years ago, when I was handling all the customer service on my own, it was so draining because nobody's really sending you an email to say, wow, I really love my shirt. Like, you're such a great company. 99.9% of the emails that you're going to receive are going to be negative and people who aren't happy. And I get that. I understand that not everybody is going to love my brand. Not everybody is going to love my products. And I'm okay with that. But it's when people are their emotions are high and they're taking it out on you or on your customer service agent. That's where us as a brand, we just need to put our emotions aside. And we need to think about it in our customer's shoes and having that empathy that we talked about as key aspect number one. By doing this, we are going to save so much time and we're actually going to end up saving money for the brand because we're going to be able to keep customers instead of losing them and having to pay to get new customers in the door. Wow. Customer service really can be brutal. It's important to remember that when customers are writing in, they aren't thinking about the fact that they're interacting with an actual human. But by using these 4 key aspects in your own business, you'll be able to hold on to more customers while also helping you build a brand in a positive light. If you're interested in getting access to the Customer Service GPT, then please visit my school community linked in the description below. And if you want to learn more about why right now is the absolute best time to start a print-on-demand business, then you'll want to check out this video here.